Okay, so there's this new meme coin called Book of Meme. It launched 3 days ago and it is already at a $1.2 billion market cap. It is absolutely insane and it's listed on a bunch of exchanges already. Now, specifically this type of behavior with coins, we have seen it before in the previous cycle with Shiba Inu. So I want to dive into this, what my thoughts are, how something like this can happen, and whether or not you can look at potentially buying this or selling it or getting involved or staying away from it. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dirk. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Follow my page on Instagram. The links are down below. And that way you stay up to date with my updates. Alright, so let me break this down for you. Book of Meme is the name of the coin. It's called BOME, and it jumped into the number 93 place by market cap. You can see even just today it's up 61% already. Massive market cap. And the crazy thing is, if you look here on the historical chart, it literally started on March 14th. I'm recording this on March 17th. So in 3 days, a brand new coin came out of nowhere. It went to a massive market cap, more than $1 billion. And it is already listed on a ton of exchanges. You can see here, if we go to the markets tab, it is already on Gate, Bing, Mexi, KuCoin, Radium is obviously a DEX, HTX, BYBIT, BitGet. Like, how does this even work? How does it get on so many exchanges 3 days after being listed before anyone even knew about that? Does that seem organic? Does that seem like a coin that's just been created and all of a sudden these exchanges decide to list it? Or is this just something that is completely based on whales and insiders, someone with connections, maybe exchanges themselves that have decided to, all coordinate to get this exchange out there, list it all on the same day, and then massively pump it? Well, that is something that you'll need to decide for yourself. I obviously have no information about that or any proof that that is the case, but just being in this market for a long time and seeing how many coins just get launched every single day and this type of behavior never happening. There's coins out there that have been around for months or for years that are still not on this many exchanges. Yet this coin comes out of nowhere within 3 days. It's all on these exchanges all at the same time. That seems interesting, right? What a coincidence. So this is a meme coin on Solana. You can see you can get the contract address over here. And then what we can go and do is we can hop over into Dexscreener. So if you hop over into Dexscreener over here, it gives you a bunch more information about the actual coin. And as you can see, you go back here, it only launched here. The price history started on the 14th of March, 2024, literally 3 days ago. Now it gives you some information here, like the market cap is 1.08 billion. The liquidity is $558,000. And you can see the gains here. It's pulling back a little bit over here, but you can see all the buys and sells, the activity that's going on. They have a Twitter account, they have a Telegram account over here. And what we can also do is we can put this contract address into the Rugcheck tool. So if we go to this website, rugcheck.xyz, you can put in the sole contract address and it gives you some information about the contract, the coin, and various things like that. So we put it in here. You can see it's called Book of Meme, BOME. And you can see there's obviously a warning. And the warning here is that the single holder ownership is 30%. That means there is one address that owns 30% of the entire coin. Now, isn't that interesting? It came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's listed on all these exchanges within 3 days. And, well, surprise, there was one address that's holding 30%. You can see the top holders are 41%. So these top few addresses own 41% of the supply, meaning that either this is going to continue going a lot higher and those top addresses are going to get very wealthy because they own 40% of the coin, and as the coin gets higher and higher, as new people start to FOMO in, well, these whales are probably going to start to offload in small clips. That's what they would do if they were smart, because if they sell a massive portion in one go, it's going to tank the whole coin. So if this is really a situation where the insiders or the whales who have this much of the supply and they want to get involved with that and they want to push it higher and higher, well, you have to start watching what these wallets are doing. Do they start selling as it goes higher and that constant sell pressure? And this is obviously, once again, then in my opinion, a massive transfer of exit liquidity coming in, retail, as this coin gets hyped with these coordinated shills. New money flows in and the top holders can start to offload their 40% and cash out millions, hundreds of millions, maybe billions of dollars, right? You can see even here the liquidity locked according to this tool, is 0%. There's mutable metadata, so the token metadata can be changed by the owner. And again, this just seems like a red flag. At the same time, this reminds me very much of Shiba Inu from the previous cycle, which also followed a similar type of pattern. Now, I don't have the data anymore to show you here on the screen, but I remember from the last cycle, it was also one of those coins that just got listed. It came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, it was on all the major exchanges, pretty much in a similar coordinated way. It got on the massive, like it got on Binance, got on a whole bunch of exchanges, almost all in the same day. And again, it's one of those things that you ask yourself, like, how is it possible that this coin comes out of nowhere and then all of a sudden is listed on all the major exchanges when some actual good coins with projects, teams, etc., that have been around for months and years, they don't get listed on exchanges even after all that time. So it just kind of makes you wonder what is really going on behind the scenes. And then also add in the fact, like I just showed you, that 40% of the BOME token is held by like 5 wallets. Well, there's something going on there, in my opinion. The question is now, of course, even knowing that, regardless of the fact, can you still make money with BOME? Well, as you can see here, SHIB is currently at a $15 billion market cap. Last cycle, it went to over 2x, so it's probably over $30 billion in market cap last cycle. If this is following a similar pattern, if it is maybe even the same people involved, who knows, right? I have no way of figuring that out or knowing that. But imagine it's the same people, and imagine the plan is really for this to be a coordinated pump. You know, we're at 1.2 billion here for this coin. What if it ends up going to 10 billion, 20 billion, 30 billion this cycle? It is not out of the realm of possibility. And of course, in that case, it would be very profitable to be able to buy this. But at the same time, you have to be careful because, as I showed you, the risk is here. 40% is owned by a few wallets. They could rug it at any point. They could dump that. The question is, are they going to do that? Like I said, if they were smart, whoever these people are, the whales, whoever's behind this, then the goal would be to push this exponentially higher and then slowly offload their own holdings to not tank the price while new money is coming in and they can just offload millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, whatever it is going to be. So this is how I see this coin. This is kind of a little bit how I see what's happening behind it. But at the same time, if we are here purely as retail to try and make money from this, is there a possibility this goes like SHIB to 10 or 20 or 30 billion? I think there is a possibility. So look, as with anything, BOME has a chart, even though there's not much price history, and technical analysis still applies. So if I was looking to do anything on BOME, I would try and follow the charts and based a calculated position on that. You know, you always want to manage your risk. So in the worst case, if you're wrong, if this thing goes to zero, you know what you put in is potentially a bet that you're willing to lose. Whether that's $50 or $100 or $1,000 or $10,000, that's a small percentage of your overall risk capital. Taking a bet on the downside is zero and the upside is maybe 10 or 20 or 30x if this becomes a next SHIB. So at this point in time, just purely looking at the charts, I can see over here this level, which was the previous high. It has a fair value gap here, so an inefficiency that I do think might end up getting filled. We have this low over here. So for me, what I'd be looking for at this point in time to get in with a long position, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a leverage long, it can just be a spot position, either or. I mean, there is a perpetual contract, that's a chart we're looking at on BYBIT. So if you want to trade that, you don't yet have a BYBIT account, my link is in the description down below. You can sign up there and you can trade this with leverage if you want to do that, obviously at your own risk. But I'd be looking for something like this as an area of interest for entry, just sweeping this previous low. Then I'd put this stop probably at least below this for the invalidation. So maybe something like this for the stop, and then, you know, hopefully be able to ride this up. If this does indeed become a massive winner like SHIB did last cycle, well, then you're looking here at a 1 to 5 or maybe much higher. Who knows how high this can really go if it is a coordinated pump, if the bull cycle continues. Who knows? This could be very, very profitable. And then, as always, one thing you could do if you wanted to be cautious is if you do get in at this level and it does a 2x. So if you put in $1,000 and it turns into 2,000, remove your initial 1,000 and there is zero risk to your initial capital, and it's basically a free ride. That is, in my opinion, the best way to play this bull market, especially with more risky coins like this, meme coins that are purely based on the continuation of the bull market and the expectation that more money is coming in. So there's no fundamentals to this, okay? If the bull market stops, this is going way, way, way back down. But as long as the bull cycle continues, and if we still have weeks or months potentially ahead of us for bull market, and Bitcoin goes higher and altcoins go higher and all that money keeps pouring in, well, then there's a possibility that this could potentially go a lot higher. So obviously, all trades at your own risk. Manage your risk. Every bet that you take, every spot position or long position that you take, you should know that the worst case is 0. So whatever you put in, make it a small bet, but the upside is potentially 5x or 10x or 20x. So that is a very good risk reward. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow my page on Instagram also. And if you want to learn more about this, if you want to learn about trading, if you want to learn about my own trades, my buys and sells, all of that I put inside my VIP membership, which is an all-in-one package where I share my courses, my education, I write a monthly newsletter, I do monthly video updates, and of course we have a Discord group where you get direct access to me personally. I share charts like this on a daily basis, different coins, trade ideas, things like that. In real time, you get the ability to ask questions as much as you want, and you get to interact with the whole community of more than 2,600 members who are in there also. So if you do anything with crypto and you want more success, you want to learn how to trade altcoins or meme coins, everything like that, come and join me inside VIP. The link is in the description down below. I'm closing the doors on April 8th. After that, you won't be able to join because I think things are moving fast. The bull market is progressing. The higher prices go, the less chance there is for upside. So if you want to join, you want to come and learn, you want to have this chance for potential upside with crypto, come and join me. The sooner the better. The link is in the description down below. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, no risk to you, but the doors close April 8th. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.